Hello everybody, welcome to Ueno Park. We have achieved very close to full bloom, or maybe as close to full bloom as we're going to because of the rains that are coming today and this weekend. But I wanted to bring you here at Ueno Park to get a feel for what it's like when it is completely white. These Somei Yoshino sakura trees are absolutely stunning here in Ueno Park. This is one of the top places in Tokyo, and I know a lot of you always ask me about Ueno Park, and here we are. But this walkway might very well not be the most spectacular part of Ueno Park. How you doing, everybody? Good morning. I've come here a little bit earlier than normal to do a live stream here and take you around Ueno Park, which is one of the more historical parks in the city of Tokyo. And I come here almost every year because it's not too far away, but it's also very easy to navigate. And if you compare it to Shinjuku Gyoen, which is another park in the city of Tokyo, this one's free, that one's not. So it makes it, of course, a little bit more popular. I want to take you up here. So the last time my mother was here, I believe we took her up here. So let's go up, and I want to show you probably the best place to do hanami, which is hanami, H-A-N-A-M-I in Roman letters, means cherry blossom viewing, and it's actually a word in Japanese. And I think you'll understand why when I take you over here. The rain is already starting to come down. Look at that. It's just a canopy of white blossoms in this area. And I was here, I think about, 2 days ago with Kanai and Leo, and we couldn't even sit down. We couldn't find a spot. We go up the steps here. I love how they've made it really easy to separate your trash here as well. Yeah, this is all full with blue sheets in about an hour and a half or 2 hours. But the funny thing with this area, and you used to be able to put blue sheets down on the path that we started this live stream at, but the policies changed because it just got too crowded. Wow. I guess people are trying to search for a spot to put their blue sheets down. A lot of people are taking their photos now. So Leo, Kanai, and I came here a couple of days ago when the sun was out. Leo took my hat. It was really hard to travel with kids and do cherry blossoms because they're just wandering all over the place, and there was no chance because also there were too many people for a live stream. The signal strength was not, there was none, so we just kind of gave up. What happens today is a day with rain, and there's nothing wrong with that. It actually gives you another view of the blossoms. It really does. It really does. Take my word for it. Where exactly is Ueno Park in the city of Tokyo? I made a map for you. Check it out here. Where is it? Uh-oh, I forgot to download it. Yesterday I went to this spot, Chidori Fuchi. I don't know if you guys have been here before. This is Kita no Maru. This is near Yasukuni Shrine. This was yesterday's live stream, and I think that it is totally worth going in here and visiting. See, is it playing here? This is where the moat is, and when the cherry blossoms are finished, all the petals just fall down into the moat, and it creates this amazing view where it looks like the water's all white. And you can get some boats here. Just take it easy. This is a perfect date spot. Yasukuni Shrine is also a stunning place that you can go to. It's one of Tokyo's top 5 places, I would say. Yasukuni Shrine and Chidori Fuchi at Kita no Maru Park are right next to each other. which is great. All right, I've just put in the map here. Check this out. So I want to give you an idea of Tokyo, and this is why I don't like Tokyo for cherry blossoms. There's no green. Do you see any green anywhere? It's not really a natural place, but we do have parks. This is Ueno Park right here. You see the pond down in the south there, and the main walkway, which we started at. Right in the center of your screen, there's a circle, a white circle, square. That's where we just started the live stream, and we're walking into that park on the top there. There's the entrance, the main entrance on the bottom of your screen, and those tracks are the Yamanote line and the Keihin Tohoku line, which go through Ueno Station on the right side. So it's so easy to access. That's the park exit on the right side. You see that walkway. It'll dump you right in the National Museums. And it's quite a large park in the sense that it'll take you about 30, 45 minutes to walk around and really get the full view of it. Let's take a look at Ueno Park from another point of view. Let's come right at it. And again, you can see Tokyo is not a massively green city, but it's not too bad. Here come the trees here, and Ueno Park is one of the little green paradises, I guess you could say, of Tokyo, because again, like, there are some great parks in Tokyo, but I don't know, it's just not the same for me when it comes to cherry blossom viewing. There's the center, and there's Ueno Zoo on the bottom left, and we're panning out because I just wanted to give you a sense of Tokyo's magnitude. It's pretty big. There's a park right there. I forget which one that is. Aoyama Cemetery is also really famous for the cherry blossoms, and that's Shinjuku. That's in your view, and you can see Mount Fuji peeking there. There's the National Stadium on the bottom left. But it's Mount Fuji that might be the most beautiful place, and you can see when you go out to nature. I think this is Lake Kawaguchi, or one of the Finger Lakes of Mount Fuji. There's just so much more beautiful out there than here. So I encourage everybody who is coming here to see the cherry blossoms, and you go, oh, I'm not gonna be in time. That's not true at all. You're not gonna be in time in Tokyo, but you might be in time if you go to another place. And I encourage you to go to that other place, because it's gonna be so much more beautiful. Let me do a little walk around here as we are just about at full bloom with the rain coming down. It's so pretty. Look at the puffs of cherry blossoms right now. Again, I came in the morning because you can't really do this in the afternoon. People are here partying, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Look at that. That's just so pretty, isn't it? That's full bloom. Heck yeah. There's no buds on this. It's just pure floral paradise. Enter. So in a way, you're not missing it. You're here with me. And that means you never really miss it, sort of. Oh. Thank you. I want to take you a little bit here. I don't know how the signal's going to be, but I'll do my very best.
Oh my gosh, I ever saw your video.
Oh, thank you. Down here on the left is one of my favorite places. This tree is pink. I don't even know what variety of cherry blossom it is. The rain is really starting to come down now here, folks. A Champagne Sumo writes in here about cherry Coke. They don't, I think they might have a cherry sake, but cherry Coke is, cherry blossoms are not actually cherries. So we say sakura in Japanese, so the word cherry is somewhat deceptive. All right, this pink one is sort of the highlight. There's a couple of them. This one, every year I always take a picture and kind of jump in it. I know this isn't zai sakura. That's the one that you eat in confections. There's no cherry shauna. Cherry blossoms is a big, like, I don't know, it's just too confusing. I don't know why they call them that. They should have just stuck with sakura. So let me take you inside of this one here. and I'll find out the variety because it is just stunning. You don't see too many of these around. Maybe in Nara at Yoshino Mount Yoshino, which is probably the top spot in Japan for the cherry blossoms. These are somewhat floral, so you can smell them. Let's get a look. There's a signboard here. It says Yoko. Yoko Sakura. Yoko Sakura. Interesting. Wow, so we're inside here. Sorry. I forgot that this year there's a lot of tourists here. I'm in pictures. Last year I wasn't in any pictures. This year I'm in everybody's picture because everybody's here. All right, on the left side here, we're gonna have a like a weeping willow type of sakura tree. And these are really stunning. I mean, you see the branches that are almost looks like rain. Let's get in. Let's get in on this a little closer. You don't see these in too many spots. It's mostly Somei Yoshino. Let's see if we can clean off the lens. The rain is starting to come down a lot. Let's see here, that's a better lens maybe. Yeah, it's pretty to walk around because you have in Ueno Park temples and shrines and all sorts of buildings, so you have to explore a little bit to really get the full scope of it. But there's no reason that you have to go to Kyoto for cherry blossoms. You can go to any residential area and you can enjoy it. That's one of the things that I just love about cherry blossoms. I've been harping on this for the last couple of live streams here, but most Japanese have a favorite sakura tree, and it's usually not in these big parks like this. All right, let's go back to the main street. If you go, I think everybody knows just in that direction, that's the Saigo Takamori. Do you know? The Last Samurai. He's a samurai walking the dog. He was Ken Watanabe in the Last Samurai movie with Tom Cruise. You guys remember? No? Holy crap. That crow is not happy. Look, he's gonna attack. Oh, do not get close. I would not mess around with Toby. Oh, don't, that's too close. Anything can happen right now. It usually does. Look at, he's like sizing her up. Look, did you see him jump? It's like, this is my park. This is my town. Whoa, don't! Let's get out of here. Did you see that thing? They know me. I'm always, no matter where I go, I'm in danger. There's a hit out on me. I think we have witnesses here, so I might be okay. This is why, morning is not the best time. I'm gonna go wide here. All right, you know what? If you see any more, just give me a heads up because I'm serious. There's a hit on me by the crow gangs, or what Jim likes to call murders of crows, which means a gang of them. I've seen them attack little kids. I've seen them kill pigeons. Who kills a pigeon? Crows. All right, we're getting back into the main walkway that you could see quite plainly in that Google Earth video that I showed earlier. Now, the schedule for the cherry blossoms is about 3 days earlier than last year. It's a Ueno cat. Ueno. Obviously, I'm not speaking the language of city cat. It's mostly slang. That is voice of cat that's been in many fights, aka Yakuza cat. No, he's not in that. He's not in that. All right, moving on. Yeah, that cat is not into cute stuff. That cat is the opposite of Hello Kitty. That's goodbye, kitty. That's don't mess with me, kitty. I will mess you up, kitty. I've got fangs and long nails, kitty, okay? There's some cats you just don't play with. I think that's one of them. A zombie cat, Ario. I don't know if it was, I don't think he was that bad. Or she, I'm not even sure. You have to check. I'm not going to check. That require danger. I've already got a hit out on me by the crows. I don't want to get on the cat side. At least, you know, perhaps they might even save me. Eat the crow. There's a hierarchy here. I believe the cats might be on the top. After the cats come the humans. All right, this is the main walkway, and it is really stunning. It looks like they've trimmed a lot of them here, but we are coming to the great opening. I call it the great opening because it is a big opening. And you can see more prominently the national parks. You can also see there are just so many tourists here. It's kind of refreshing because typically there wouldn't be anybody here in the morning. Like, I don't know how these runners are actually gonna run. Thankfully, it's not too crowded, and despite the rain, I believe around 11, it's going to be really, really crowded here. And this is another reason you wake up a little bit earlier than normal to try to get the story. Josh Schneider is here. Drinks for both you and the kiddo. Thank you, Josh. Here is the weather schedule. And the 10-day forecast does not look All right, the audio should be back on. Sorry about that. How about now? Brown cow. How about that? All right, good. Sorry. Hello. Yes.
I'm a follower.
Oh, thank you. Welcome to Japan.
I like your content.
Thank you. You just walking around today.
Yes, this is our park today here, and we are going to see Ueno Park and
To Kawara? Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah, you're lucky just before the rains.
Yes, first Ueno, and in the afternoon maybe mall and things like that.
Oh, yeah. That should be nice. Well, thanks for stopping and say hi. Bye-bye. This is the Starbucks that usually has a line out the door. Really? That's not much of a line at all. It's almost like it's calling me to say, oh yeah, it's not that long, just come on in. I don't think I really want one of those sakura frappuccinos, what do they call them? I'm not sure. I don't think I have any more You Found Me cards, do I? I think I only had one. I think it has something to do with the crows. Exactly when did the audio cut out? Was it for more than a minute or two? Huh, I can't find the... I only had one You Found Me card. What? One or 2 minutes? Oh my gosh. Unacceptable. Stared down by the pandas. So it is really pretty here. Any questions? The national museums are typically closed on Monday, and if Monday is a national holiday, it's open. If Monday is a national holiday, it's open, and then it's closed on the Tuesday. So that's how the schedules work. Other than that, they're almost always open, but you might want to check in advance. This is the area with all of the museums. The Science Museum apparently has dinosaurs now, which is pretty awesome. If you are into dinosaurs, Fukui Prefecture on the Sea of Japan side, it's not on the Shinkansen. It's sort of a trip to get there, but it is so worth it. Jurassic Park, the first one, modeled their plaza in the movie on the Fukui Dinosaur Museum. Because when you enter the museum, there's a T-Rex, and in the movie, there's a T-Rex right there. So I thought that was a pretty cool. So here you go. This is full bloom here in Ueno. Nobody actually says Ueno. You just say Ueno. You can say it really fast. It sounds like way no. There's always like one or two, how do you say, word snobs? You're not saying Asakusa right. It's Asakusa. I said, well, you know what? When you're speaking in English, even the train announcements from the city say, Asakusa, Mr. I know it all. The people who correct me on pronunciation say the name of the city as Tokyo. It's actually 2 syllables. I always catch him on that one. It's a cat and mouse game. Exactly. Although I have never really met anyone that said potato or tomato, or is it tomato? I said tomato. Right. When I do come to the cherry blossoms, and if you're taking pictures, I almost always bring a light with me. You can see I have a light, because just holding it up to the blossoms, even during the daytime, It really makes them pop. At night, of course, you need a light, and it's even more beautiful, but it really pops during the daytime and the nighttime. Day or night. It's all right.
YouTube のなんとかインジャパンさんですよね。
あ、そうですね。はい。Only in Japan です。ありがとう。That was nice. This is very interesting. They make a point now. I never saw this when I first came to Japan because Japanese would know not to touch the blossoms. Kids would do it. Kids would pull it down if they got a hold of them, but usually they're so high off the ground you can't do it easily. But it's funny, and the sign starts off in English, so you know, and then in Chinese, and then in Japanese. So it's not, the sign is not focused to Japanese. It's to tell foreign visitors don't pluck the blossoms. Just, I like the mascot of Ueno Park. Please do not put the trash here. Yesterday we had a really funny sign at Chidoriga Fuchi. You have to see that live stream. We were walking around there and it said, they called them cherry trees. And I thought that was really funny because I still think that in Japan we should stop calling them cherry blossoms because it's just too confusing to people. We got more visitors coming here. Just call them sakura, which is what they are, you know? Somei Yoshino. This is the variety, the white variety, which is so stunning. I'd say it seems like 80% of the cherry blossoms around Japan are Somei Yoshino. But there might be dozens of cherry blossom sakura. Look at that umbrella, it looks like a cat. Whoa, gotta find that for Leo. I want to take you to the right here for a second and show you the pond. I believe we can get a view of it. It's a good question. I'm not really sure the origins of the word cherry blossom. Probably something where the Portuguese came and completely misunderstood and named it something else. There's a few words like that in Japanese language. Okay, I can't actually show you, but there is a really neat torii gate walkthrough, which makes you go through time and space. Oh, hello. How do you do?
Hey, I'm doing well. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, not at all, not at all.
But hey, I've just been watching you for a long time, and some of the people in Discord have been helping me find you.
Wow.
Yeah. So can I say hey?
You can say hey, but I actually don't have any "you found me" cards. I feel really bad.
In my life?
You are right now. Here you go.
There we are. Pirate Queen, thank you. Dark Matrix, thank you. PyCon, thank you.
Wow. Okay. So the Discord server really helped out a lot. You want to tell people your name, where you're from?
So I'm Blue on Discord. My name is Charles. I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, Blue! Wow. Oh, this
Yeah.
is so cool to meet in person. This is awesome.
It's very super nice to meet you. Hold on, I've got a super chat for you.
Oh, you don't have it. This is.
There you go, my man.
This is in person super chat. This has only happened a few times in person. Thank you, buddy.
All right, let's see what people on Discord are saying real quick. I'm sorry to bother you.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. Blue is one of our Discord, well, and also in the live chat, but I see him very often in the Discord server, and I'm really happy you're here in Japan.
Yeah.
So we're here, take a snapshot right there. We're here in Japan, check it out.
So where's your lovely wife and son?
It's raining, he's gone to the daycare,
Okay.
and my Kanai's working.
Okay, well that's a
She's
shame.
like, I'm not going out in the rain.
Well, I don't blame her. I got this umbrella this morning. It's already broken. See, those tines came out.
Do you know why they make them clear?
So you can see through it when you're walking.
That's how why.
You can see.
Mostly for the bicycles. I think they had it where you could walk through the rain like a shield. You look like a superhero. It's kind of
Well,
cool.
I don't want to get in people's way. I don't want to be poking them with this little number.
Yeah, it's true too. But when the wind's coming strong, that's what breaks the wind. And the people.
Yeah, and this umbrella.
And the umbrella,
It
apparently,
was
they're not
super
made very
nice to
well.
meet you.
It's
Super
nice to meet you too, Blue.
We can
Yeah.
do better. There we go. All right, take care.
All right, see you around.
Good.
That was so awesome. Thanks, guys, for helping him find me. I feel really bad that I didn't have another "You Found Me" card. I usually have a large stock of them, but I keep changing bags. That's nice. So there you go. That's Blue on Discord. It's really cool to be able to meet everybody. Now I'm gonna take you through here, where the time-space continuum is completely warped. So each one of these. How you doing again? This is also where the signal will typically die, but maybe this can work as a signal strengthener. I do need to make some more "You Found Me" cards. It still has the old logo on it.
Like this. Like this. I experienced that it's very convenient. Like this.
Ueno Park is just pretty awesome. You walk around and you can find all sorts of really unique sights. Actually, I did have the "You Found Me" cards in all the bags. The problem was that they kept getting wet because of the rain, and I'd have to get new ones. It's not as easy. Put them in bags, maybe, I don't know. So that's where we just came from. It's kind of neat that you can go through the time warp continuum here. Let me show you down here now towards the lake, if that's possible. I don't know how good or bad the signal is. Oh, look at this pretty little sakura tree. Almost looks like an ume tree. Wow. This is like a hybrid? It's got like a deep red violet and pink all in one. Here's one that has both. What? Yeah, has anyone ever seen anything like this? Harmony. Yeah, that was nice of Blue to give a super chat in person. Never seen that. I think it had been like 3 years since the last one. When I was hitchhiking, someone gave me an in-person super chat. Was it last time? It was here, maybe. There's the lake down there. There's some yatai, or street food. Some booths you can see are giving. They're not open yet. It's going to be a couple of hours until that happens. All right, let's go back up to the main road through the Tori gates. Hey Josh, staying in Akihabara, Washington Hotel. Oh, I filmed inside there for Tokyo Eye. Did you get the room with the train set? They have a special room that's all like a train model through there. You can play with it. We aren't massive nerds or anime fans. That's okay. Neither am I. Where should we walk from our hotel? Side streets of Akiba, Kanda, THX, which is the Tsukuba Express. So there's a bridge right on the side of your hotel, which is kind of neat, and you can walk straight through to Kanda. I know when Peter and I, we filmed there a couple of times, we'd always walk to Devil Craft Pizza to get a craft beer and pizza, Chicago style pizza, but I don't think he flew all the way to Japan to have one of those. They've got a shop in Kanda. And if you walk along the Sobu line, you can walk to Asukusabashi. I've done that walk so many times before. And you can walk underneath the tracks by the Yodobashi camera. Just keep walking straight, and you'll find a lot of little niche restaurants and places that are really cool, I think. And Asukusabashi in itself is a pretty neat place. You can keep walking past there all the way to Ryogoku, which is where the sumo wrestlers are. And every time you go to Ryogoku, you always see one or two after training or something walking around. You can't miss them. You can't. They're impressive. And also that weird vending machine corner is also like about a 3-minute walk from your hotel, just be near the Mansei Bridge, as well as the Mansei Bridge sandwich vending machine is right there too. You can go to Gachapon Kaikan. You don't have to buy any, but it's kind of neat to check out. We're back here to where the crow once attacked me, but we have pigeons here to watch out for us. They're in numbers, but it will take a lot more than 4 to take care of that crow. Let's walk over and say goodbye at the entrance of the park. I know the signal is really weak at the entrance, that's why I've been avoiding it. Well, they're mating. Go, dude, go. Spring is here. Whoa. Well, that's not only in Japan. I guess we can keep walking. Whoa, he's gone up to the top of that tree there. Yeah, this is just maybe one of the more impressive spots for cherry blossom viewing. Of course, it's raining right now. You don't see a lot of people here, but let me see, do I have a clip here? Apparently not. Just a couple of days ago, let me see, maybe I can add it. We had so many people here, you couldn't even see the ground. Let's see here. This is what it looked like 3 days ago. It's a lot of people. A lot more than now. So you can get the point. This is why you would come early. But it was a sunny day, and it was a holiday, and you have all these people on blue sheets sitting around, and this is what it's supposed to be like, and this is why I couldn't film. It's just too crowded. And Domino's Pizza found a way to deliver, which is pretty cool too. A camera was following them. I don't know if they actually, if they actually do that, if Domino's can track you down by GPS, but I don't know, when they get nearby, they just call you, and that's it, right? You can get your pizza. All right, here is one of the other really stunning sakura trees. They protected it, kind of put a bamboo enclosure around it to keep them all from hitting people, to protect you, I guess.
Hi, John.
Oh, hello. Unfortunately. I am.
Oh, okay.
Hi. Nice to see you. Thanks. Well, thank you very much. Wow, so I've had, since before I started the live stream, about a dozen people come and say hi, and that's really wonderful. I think that's how many people in the total of the last 3 years came and said hi. So I believe tourism's back, baby. Umbar, thank you. Welcome to Tokyo. All right, here we are. This is the Saigo Takamori statue, which continuously changes all around. And I'm gonna show you, oh, I think I could show you one other spot here of interest. This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the samurai that didn't want to move on with the Meiji Restoration, which took away the samurai's rights. And Saigo Takamori is in his later days here. The samurai walking the dog. I think for the first 10 years that I lived in Japan, I didn't know who the heck this guy was. It's really cool. And he really is an amazing samurai. All right, you know, this is earlier than usual, so that's why we're seeing more people from, especially the East Coast of the U.S. watching, which makes me really happy. All right, let's go. I'm going to show you a spot that I love to come for train watching, train spotting. And if you're in Japan, this is a thing to do, train spotting. Hopefully the signal is still good for all of you. Oh! All right, it's slightly closed here for some reason. Oh no, it's still open, okay. The city says they have free Wi-Fi in this area as well, interesting. So from this spot, you get one of the most, this is where a lot of Instagrammers will take their photos. It looks like they've closed the door, so this used to be open. Maybe it's because the shopping mall's still closed. But this is one of the great train spotting sites in Japan. And again, the door is open from 11 a.m. But from here, you got the Yamanote line coming through. Look at that. And then you have Ameyoko down here on the right side. And you see, like, Instagrammers are always putting this up. I can't believe there's no trains coming. What? There's not one train coming. Yamanote line's like once every 2 minutes. We came at the exact moment that there's nothing here. All right, here comes something. Which train is it? Let me know. Oh, it's the Keintoko line. Don't let me know. I figured it out. Well, when it rains, it pours. Oh, here comes the Yamanote line. Bring it. This is a cool spot, isn't it? I like to come here. Usually you can stand right there and get even a better picture, just get a little bit closer, but it opens at 11 a.m. So there you go. I know a lot of little secrets. Know a lot of little secrets. Live as a long-time resident. Yeah, tag me if you take that picture and put it on. Tag me. All right, so I think that gives you a pretty good overview of Ueno Park. It's a beautiful spot for cherry blossoms. You can get at the 100 yen shop a blue sheet usually, but it's at the home centers, and even Yodobashi Camera might have them. But at the home centers, which are kind of hard to find in Tokyo, you can find really massive blue sheets. If you have a family of 20, you could find a blue sheet even for them. It's a little bit pricier. Blue sheets, I think they're about three or four tatami mat blue sheets, about 500 yen. But you can get smaller ones, or 1 or 2 tatami for about 100 yen at Daiso sometimes. You can also find them at convenience stores sometimes, especially in the season, because they're convenient. So that's what they would carry, right? I think so. Jennifer French is in the house. How you doing, Jennifer? Thanks for showing the spot, getting me excited for my trip to Japan in July. Jennifer, where are you staying? Did you decide which area you're gonna be? Wow. Another year. You can see the rain just starting to come down, pitter patter. It's gonna pick up over the course of the day. Whenever I come to Ueno, I usually eat at Ameyoko. I get some takoyaki. Unfortunately, it's not going to be open for the next 30 minutes. Which means the roof of my mouth, the skin will be preserved for another day. There is a really beautiful sakura tree in the front. It's one of them that blooms a little bit earlier, so there's not a lot left. And this one here is also a sakura tree, but that is a yaezakura, I believe, and it blooms about 3 weeks earlier. And it's now completely green. So you can see, I think by the middle of next week, the blossoms will start to be falling off, and there'll be very little left on next Friday, in a week from now. Because I believe today is full bloom for most of the trees, but I don't think for the city of Tokyo they're going to be calling it full bloom until perhaps the day after tomorrow or tomorrow. Then they make an announcement on the news, we have reached full bloom, or Mankai is what it's called. Mankai. Man meaning full. And that's kanji. Yeah, Ueno's a great place to stay. Usually you can find some cheaper accommodations. It's also the Skyliner, I believe, or one of the trains comes into here, so it's a good access to get into and out to Narita Airport. Although when I go to Narita, I'm always taking the bus. How you doing? When I come to Tokyo, I'm always taking the bus from Tokyo Station. It's 1,000 yen. It's pretty cheap. Or the T-Cat from Hakozaki, which is a little bit more, but if you have a passport, it's half price. It's usually about 10 to 12 minutes faster than from Narita, than from Tokyo Station. So for everybody that's coming to Japan and going to be just a little bit late for the cherry blossoms, as I said, you're not really late. Just go somewhere else. They don't all bloom at the same time. In fact, one of my favorite places, Hirosaki up in Aomori, doesn't even bloom until the 23rd. Maybe this year around the 20th, so it'll be a little bit earlier, but that's a month away. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. One thing to note, if you're coming with JR, there's actually a park exit. So when you get up the Yamanote line, before you get off the platform, look for the park exit, because that'll take you straight into the park and will help you avoid going up the steps. And if you have a child, like we do with Leo in a baby car or a stroller, you're gonna wanna take that exit because it's just so much simpler. It's up there, it'll take you straight to the museums as well. That's a new exit. All right, take care, everybody. Last time I was here, it was raining with Alex as well. Something about Ueno live streams and rain. Hey, Gil. We're going to be staying at a hotel near Ueno Station for the second week of our trip. Well, I wish you were here right now, buddy. Maybe I'll see you later on. I'll check my email, see if I can catch you, buddy. All right, see you guys. I gotta get indoors. Wow, it's starting to come down.